Good morning, good morning, good morning. Needless to say, I am salty because we have 23 people on this Zoom today. Y'all know my goal is always 30. So thank you for those of you that reached out to your colleagues and said, hey, jump on if you're available, jump on. And because my goal is always 30. Something about that 30 number feels like a good, well-rounded group. So good morning again for those of you that's catching the replay on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Carmen Ray. And I am two things. I'm a director, a one-star director with Planet Marketing, and I'm also the founder of Be Well Travel and Lifestyle. And so I created this space with my business coach, a good colleague of mine that we've been working together over 15 years, and we put this project together. It's totally free. It's a group space where we bring solopreneurs together, and you're going to get a chance to hear from some of the amazing partners that we have here. So check this out, YouTube replay people. If you see anybody's name, you hear Tracy's voice, you hear Miss Betty, and you say, man, she did tell me about that amazing business. I didn't pay attention. Listen, that's the time that you want to go back to the person that mentioned Planet Marketing to you so you can say, hey, give me some more information or send me the link. I heard something that just made sense so that you can continue to grow along with us because you know what? We're over 140,000 strong and we're in over 20 different countries. And guess what's most important? We're creating our own economy. So you really want to know a little bit more about what we're doing here. So, Mike, you want to take a minute and just introduce yourself because we may have some new people watching the replay on YouTube, and I want them to know how we work on this project together in collaboration.
Sure thing. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Damond, and as Carmen mentioned, have been working together with her over the years on a number of projects, including Be Well Travel and Lifestyle magazine, and then the 4040 community here. So typically, when you're working with me, you're interacting with me when we get to the part about positioning, which is really about marketing. How do you position yourself to be attractive to people who want to do business with you and to partner with you? And then I also provide some guidance along just social media marketing, branding, because that's what I've been doing in my own business for the past 20 some years, working with small business owners, many of them independent small business owners who don't have a marketing staff, who don't have a team, but just need access to somebody that can help guide them and help them make smart decisions, make sure they can keep up with the technology in the world that we're in today. So those are the things that I love to do. But that's the role that I play here, as well as serving as the director of marketing for the Be Well Travel and Lifestyle magazine.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Mike. All right, y'all. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's get ready to rock and roll. This is day 22 of 40 days and 40 nights. And this is day two in the area of partnerships. And before we get started, I want to give a major shout out to one of my sideline partners. Shout out to Chrissy, y'all. Chrissy just hit Silver Builder. Shout out to Chrissy. Chrissy, are you able to unmute and tell us a little bit about how you're feeling about hitting that major milestone and my whole organization to let y'all know how serious and significant this is. My numbers just dropped down from like 200. I think this morning I was at 188. I have less than five silver builders in my whole organization. I want to give our new partners some context so we can know that this is a huge accomplishment for Chrissy. Chrissy, are you able to unmute and let us know how you're feeling? Because we're so proud of you.
Yes. Hi. Good morning, director, and good morning, everyone. Sorry I can't be on camera.
You're okay.
Doing multitasking here. Yes. So I could not have made it here without my amazing coach, Elvira Sugart. She has been super instrumental in my success, and I every time I get a new partner, I tell her, okay, I only have 993 to go now. So it's
That's
not
right.
stopping with the nine. It's not stopping with the nine. I told her I want to be director by next convention. So that's my goal. And I had to switch my mindset from, okay, this is a business to just connecting with people in a real way,
Yes.
and just getting to know them and seeing where I can fit this in as a solution for what they are dealing with. So that's been kind of what I've been doing. And so far it's been working, and I've been able to meet so many amazing people. And I'm just really, really looking forward to the growth and connections and collaboration. So thank you, everybody.
You're so welcome, Chrissy. She got it. She nailed it. Just seeing if this business can be a solution for for people that you come in touch with. Now, I want to give a major shout out to one of our business partners under the coaching of Miss Betty Brown, and that is Erica Parrish. Erica was the only person in my whole organization that just brought in a new partner. Erica, unmute and tell us a little bit. What are you on? You are so focused. She's making sure she keep the main thing. And how are you having this level of success?
Um, I'm coachable.
Yes, you are.
So and that's it right there. I follow the plan. You and Miss Betty have mapped out, hey, get your DMO together, make sure you're following the PS3. Don't try to create my own situation. I don't try to create my own script. I don't try to create my own process. I just follow what you all mapped out. It doesn't work every day,
That's
but
right.
if I do everything for 31 days, yeah, 20% of what I put in, I'm going to get something out of it. So the days that I don't get the results that I want, I throw that to the side and get back up the next day as like it didn't happen and go hard the same for that next day. So following the plan, working my DMO, and just being coachable and listening to what you all said keeps me where I'm at.
I love it. It's wonderful to witness. I love it. Erica is a professional. She's a leader in her own right, but you have to have a certain type of leader that can coach leaders. And I love watching how her and Betty work so closely together. They know what they want as their director. They know when to call on me, and they just independent. They really doing their own thing. And Erica's the evidence. She's been identified as one of our runners for sure in our organization. All righty, guys. So again, we are on day 22, and yesterday we kicked off our partnership focus. We talked about mentorship, peer, and downline partnerships, right? Y'all remember that? And many of you identified which area we wanted you to identify which area you needed strengthening in. So anybody want to unmute real quick and say, out of those three, which area did you need to really strengthen between mentorship, peer, and those downline partnerships? Okay, who's unmuting to share which one area they think they need the most assistance with, or what's your weakest area? Go ahead, Erica.
For me, I would say peer, um, because I mean I've talked to many of the peers on here, whether it's Michelle, Denisha, Diana.
Hmm.
I engage and we talk, but it's usually just for, hey, did you get this? Or hey, can you do this? And it's
Hmm.
not going deeper than that. And I know that you all talk to us about, hey, have that boundary with your time, get in, make
Yes.
the main thing, and get out. But
Hmm.
sometimes we need to just take 3 more minutes to establish some rapport and kind of just talk to people so that when Michelle
Hmm.
becomes a director, I'm not pulling her coattail like, hey, remember me? Can you come
Right.
to my PBR? She'll be like, oh, hey girl, yup, what time is it? And she'll be there. So uh,
Yes.
that's where I need to strengthen.
Oh, that's good. That's so good, Erica. All right, Julia, tell us what you think about that.
Great morning, y'all. I had to come out in the hallway for this one. For me,
Okay.
it's my downline. I'm
Mhm.
always sending messages. I'm always calling and trying to be encouraging and lifting them up and getting them moving. I don't get the
Mhm.
response that I'm looking for. So I
Okay.
really need, I guess I need just more patience with them, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
because I can send out a massive text all excited. You can hear my excitement in my message, or
Mhm.
even when I send a voicemail and I get
Yeah.
no response. That's it.
Yes.
That's my
Yes. That's so real. That is so real. And this business requires a lot of emotional intelligence when it comes to that. It's exhausting, but what I have learned, remember I shared with you guys my number one takeaway with from convention was Rachel Laugie. And a lot of times we're taking that whole big excitement, Julia. This was my case. I don't know if it's yours, but we're talking to the 99% in a way they don't want to be talked to. We have been socialized to be complacent, to not be positive. People get a thrill out of watching you post all of that excitement and they say nothing. They look at it, they don't give a thumbs up, they don't do any of that. So ever since convention, I have everything on a daily method of operation. I don't even care. Once I post something, I don't even look and see who responded or not because I already have pulled my 1% out of the organization, and those are the people that respond all the time because they are the people that's very driven and focused on their group. Because after a while you will become exhausted trying to pull dead weight. And I've been in the business 8 years and I just literally just cracked the code. I have a whole list of people that I reached out to Monday, today Wednesday. They're not on my list anymore this week because they didn't respond. I put them on the list for next month. Like they won't hear anything from me because I don't want to keep exhausting myself because I'm so focused on that 1%. So, Julia, I would say don't feel any kind of way at the highest level. You're still going to experience that. I was on a Juggernauts call with the pals on Monday, and the fact that they took a $200 investment and they earning well over $250,000 a year. And on that call, I believe they had 25 people on the Zoom. So trust and believe. This is nothing that's unique to you. This is a universal thing. People are not they're distracted. They're distracted. This is not a priority for them, and that's okay. But we got to have a different conversation with the masses, checking in maybe once a month. Hey, if y'all need anything, let me know. I'm here to support you and keep it moving. Okay, Michelle, that's one of my pet peeves. I didn't mean to go on that tirade. So we're gonna do Michelle, Tracy, last person. We got Dr. Gianna, is your hand up too? And Gail,
Yes,
Mike, help me
ma'am.
with this. Oh, okay, good. Okay, let's get this part of the conversation discussed. Michelle, you go next.
Okay. For me, my area I feel that I'm the weakest in is the mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I find myself being afraid, well, not afraid, I don't want to use that word, being hesitant to ask questions. Like when we're at meetings or trainings, I find myself hesitant to ask questions from other upline or other leaders in the organization, or just reaching out to other leaders for assistance. I mean, yes, I have the best mentors in my organization with you and Denise, but I know
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it helps us to get, hear from other people. And I feel like maybe because I'm not financially connected to them, that they
Mm-hmm.
won't be willing to assist me. And I know that's probably just my own fear. I've never had anybody say they wouldn't, but that's my area of weakness.
Okay, that's good. I'm so glad you shared that, Michelle. And I'm only going to share based on my experience. You have every right to be cautious because everything that you see online, everything that you see glitter ain't gold. Thought when I first started a business, I was hearing this kumbaya, like everybody just want everybody to win. I have personally reached out to people, messaged them like, hey, I really like the way you do this. Can you give me some insight on this? And was left on red. Like it's not everybody is not willing. At the same time, I have had people that's not financially attached to me pour into me. I
Mhm.
When I was running for One Star, it was directors I didn't even know. They was literally in my message. Okay, Carmen, what can we do to get you across? Like, don't make this universal judgment. When people
Right.
show you who they are, believe them. When that
Mhm.
person makes that that kind of make you feel supportive, like they really do want to help you. Like I don't have any hesitation with reaching out to Director Benson, because she showed herself as being kind. And one, I won't be trying to drain all her time. I'm going to respect that because I know she got her whole team. But it's so many times I would dare never share the names. But when I tell you all that glitter ain't gold, that I don't care what your rank is, I base everything in life about how do you treat people. I don't care what kind of stars you got. I don't care what you got materialistic, because you could go back and you could come right back and say, Carmen, oh my God, I got your message. I'm sorry, I'm so busy working with my team. I can't even help you right now. I'm gonna be praising you. I'm gonna say that's a true leader, because I say that to people often. If I don't have the capacity, I say I don't have that capacity. But don't you dare get your behind on no IMV in front of no rooms talking about, oh yeah, yeah, just let me know what you need. You know doggone well you ain't got no intention on helping nobody but people that's financially attached to you.
Right.
So Michelle, you're gonna have to have trial and error. You're gonna
Okay.
get reach out to some people going, because you don't want to operate in fear. Because
Right.
I literally rarely reach out to any of the top earners, because I have, and listen, let me just say this, it ain't always people that you ain't financially attached to. It can be people you financially attached to, and you reach out to them and they gonna ignore you. So this is a people business. People are weird at our jobs. They weird in this business. Some people are just so helpful and loving and kind and true to who they say they are in this business. We're not gonna put no more pressure on Planet than we do of the rest of the world. So for those
Okay.
of y'all that's watching the replay, you know who you are. If you come across this and you know I've reached out to you and you know you didn't respond back, I'm sure I'm one of the only one. But I want to just encourage those top leaders. Use your emotional intelligence and let people know when you don't have capacity, because what you do is make people have a judgment about the whole organization when it could have just been a bad day for you. But I don't care what the person level is. You just owe common courtesy. Okay, so
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna okay.
Thank you.
you you're so welcome. Okay, Tracy is next.
Coach Carmen, I kind of what Erica said. I can't remember the category. I think it was peers, and
Yeah.
I look at the relationship you and Coach Denise have, that accountability partner, that that partnership. I I have I love all my partners, all my BPs, but I have yet to find anyone who matches me, that I can have as an accountability partner. And
Mm-hmm.
I want that kind of partnership and sisterhood because I can use it. I'm, you know, I feel like I'm solo a lot of times. And
Yes, Tracy.
it's not, sometimes I can work solo in a silo.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn to do that as a teacher. But I I miss the camaraderie. I miss the partnership. I miss so what do you think about this kind of thing? Or let's do this together. Or,
Mm-hmm.
being able to plan and collaborate. I miss that.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that, because I want to make sure that Mike, I'm making a mental note, because sometimes your sideline partners are right here in this 40/40 community. As a matter of fact, I'm confident. I see personalities all the time, because that's one of my superpowers, is being able to connect. Like, this person should connect with that person. Like, I know that one of Erica's, Betty reminded me this morning that one of Erica's goals is become an ambassador. Yes, she's building a team, but she's very knowledgeable on travel. Like, I got a partner that's in Texas that I was gonna set up a messenger. Like, hey, y'all ain't gotta be taking up a lot of each other time, but y'all need to know each other, because she wants to be. I can see her being an ambassador too. I picked her goal for her already because she's so good on the travel side. And so that's the kind of thing. But Tracy, like, I would say it ain't gonna happen overnight. It took me 8 years to cultivate a relationship like I have with Director Denise. And so it's some sideline partners that you want to make sure that they're reciprocal relationships, that you both have an equal level of giving and taking. taking because it can make us, and it don't have to be equal all the time. Like you might have some good months, and that person may have, some challenging months, and y'all able to build a reciprocal relationship. So, Mike, I'm thinking when we do the next 40/40, let's make sure that we're creating some more breakout rooms and giving people like small groups that they can meet with, and get to know more of the people on 40/40. And if you guys participated in the online community more, don't only post, but go in there and engage on other people posts, you'll start being able to see, oh, like I really like Nicole. I like this comment. I like this part of her story. Oh, what Valerie shared really resonated with me. AJ got some of the same experiences I got. Like that's what online, you can cultivate those kind of relationships online. So Tracy, thank you for sharing that. That's good to know. Okay. And now we got Dr. Gianna.
Good morning. I don't want to take up too much time. I share in a lot of the sentiments. My most difficult area is downline. And um, what I will do is take accountability for my consistency, because my
Mm-hmm.
director is on the line, right? I have not been as consistent as I should be for
Mm-hmm.
for personal reasons, but I haven't had a strong downline partner in so many years. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, in terms of matching energy, matching goals and things like that, I haven't had that in a long time. And it's discouraging because I feel
Yes.
like I'm running by myself too, but I stick with Director Benson. And
Yes.
I do love the peers that I have in the company. But what I had to understand is influence. Like,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I've been a leader for most of my life, I recognize that I don't move people the way I would like to. Right. And so that's what I want to grow on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I would say to that, you move the people that's for you, because you've moved Director Benson, because she speaks to me very highly about you. And so I remember, that's why it's so important, y'all, that we plug in as our schedule allows the IMVs to the basic training, because I heard I heard it from the Situation Room, led by Keita Mason and some of the other leaders, and I heard this and I was like, wow, we don't know what we don't know. Now you look at Director Tiffany Pierce. I think she a 4-star director, but she gave a story, y'all. Guess how long it took her to get somebody to duplicate? She had to build 80 something people front line before she got a builder. When she said that, I was like, I'm sitting up here whining because I got 20 some people, and out of that 20 some people, I do have some builders. And the fact that she did not let that discourage her. So, Dr. Gianna, that's just the nature of this business, because the chances are you could have had people that join the business just because they like you. Like they may not be want to take this business to the next level. That's why when we become educated and understanding that 10%, that 1%, we can have more realistic expectations and quit feeling like a failure. Like out of 200 people, I shouldn't be expecting no more than 20 people to want to build a team, because it's based on the percentages, right? So I need to be giving those other people some respect, letting them know how much I appreciate them. And y'all want to do some team building? You want to do, like, what do you need me to, like, we got to know what they need, because it's not about building a business, so we can keep our expectations reasonable. Does that help at all, Dr. Gianna?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Okay, you're so welcome. Okay, Gail, go right ahead.
Yeah, same with me with Gianna and the other young lady. Mine is also the peers. You know,
Okay.
and mine is more so is the people that I bring into the business. I guess I have this, I want to say this soft heart to want to help people, but
Mm-hmm.
that can be a detriment to me. Me being more I let me see what's the words. I buy into their excuses. And
Yes.
I buy into their excuses. I give them a pass. So I've never had that hard place. I'm definitely, I don't think, a red personality. It's in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in
Yeah.
there. It comes out, but I have to learn how to control it. But
Uh-huh.
my thing is, I buy into these excuses and I give them a pass. I keep checking on them. I call my people at least twice a week, see what you
Yeah.
need, where we, go over things we said we were going to do. Did you do it? And then, okay, let's take it to the next week. And it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating. I want
Mm-hmm.
some people that has that drive that, like he said, I hear Mr. Bradley said that don't need me. And
Yes. Yes.
I have to realize these are new people coming into this business. Just I have to
Right.
know where I was when I first came into this business. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to kind of meet them where they're at. And that's where
Yes.
it's hard. That's where it's really hard. So I get a lot of my energy. I let some that go by the sideline business partners. I have some amazing sideline business partners that I connect with on a regular basis.
Good.
We
Good.
keep each other going. I mean,
Uh-huh.
we got our goals. We push each other, and that's what I want for the people I bring into the business. But I got to learn how to be patient and let them get to where I am because it's not
Yeah.
easy.
No, it's not easy. And what we got to do is have sometimes, of course, we want to have patience, emotionally and be emotionally intelligent, but more importantly, we want to have systems. You want to
Hmm.
have systems so that you're not letting people fall between the cracks, and you know
Hmm.
when you're supposed to check in and you're doing your part as a leader. Okay, Mike, let's hear from you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gail.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this was really good, actually. I'm glad you asked this question, and people have been sharing their thoughts. I took some of the feedback of what we have here and went over to ChatGPT and just kind of explained what we are talking about. I have a project for 4040, and usually I'll take notes as we go along. And it came up with an exercise that I think might be good for us to do during this partnership section. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just quickly go through it and then, we can do some follow up in the group and figure out how to figure it out. But what he
Yeah.
recommended was creating a partnership fit profile, sort of like a dating profile. And what it
Mm.
would do is it has four questions, but it came up with something called the five C's of partnership. And I really liked that. And I was like, oh, that works with our four P's. So let me just kind
Yes.
of read what the five C's are. And then if everybody is like in the direction of it, I'll develop it so we can all use it and find out how to get a good matchup. So the first one is clarity of purpose. Because if your missions don't intersect, the partnership will eventually conflict. I thought that was pretty
Yes.
good. Second one being complementary strengths. So partnerships thrives on complementary energy, not competing expertise was another one. Third one was this one they gave me two C's, but I see which one we like better is character and communication. You can't build momentum with someone you have to chase or decode. I thought that was really good.
That's good.
Um, Next was capacity. I know that's a huge one for me. Energy misalignment is one of the fastest ways that a partnership dies. And then chemistry and culture fit. The best partnerships feel like flow, not force.
Mm-hmm.
So I can pull together those questions. What they bring to a partnership was one question. I'll put these in writing for you all. What you need from a partner. So complementary strengths, mindset, energy. What are the non-negotiables? Communication style, accountability, and a short ideal partner description. And maybe what we can do is collect that from everybody and then, do some data analyzing and see what comes out of it. But of course, let people ultimately choose what they want to choose. But sounds like a fun exercise.
I love that. I love that, Mike. I would love for us to do that because I like putting that, giving people something, a guide to go by to see, okay, because then that's going to give us a way of knowing more about each other than we may not normally. Thank you so much for pulling that together. I definitely would like for us to integrate that. Well, guys, it brings us to 11:30. So what I want to do is tomorrow, Director Denise is going to be coming on. So I want to finish going over a little bit about the comp plan at the beginning of the session tomorrow, and then I'm going to turn it over to Director Denise, and she's going to have 2 days with you to talk about the power of one, or Or know what I'll do? Never mind. I'm going to take the rest of today's session and I'm going to post it in the space where we're talking about the comp plan, all of what I had planned for today. And then you're going to be able to go in there and see and respond to it that way. So I do have an immediate meeting right after this with Gail. So I want to ask everybody to go ahead and jump off so I can, Gail, you stay on. And then y'all, thank you so much for coming to day 22 of 4040. And y'all make sure y'all be ready for our fireball director Denise tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.